Throughout history, there has been one celestial being whose presence commands both awe and reverence, Archangel Michael. While many know him as the warrior of heaven, leading God's armies against darkness, there is a deeper and more profound story that has remained hidden in plain sight. The Ethiopian Bible, one of the most ancient and unique collections of biblical texts, presents Michael in a way that differs greatly from Western traditions. In these sacred writings, he is not just a defender of the righteous, he is the keeper of divine knowledge, a protector of humanity's spiritual journey, and a bridge between heaven and earth. Why is Michael, among all the angels, given such a powerful role? To answer this, we must go back to the earliest days of creation. The Ethiopian Book of Enoch describes Michael as being present before the sun, before the stars, before time itself was set into motion. In Enoch 24, 4-6, it is written, "Before the sun and the signs were created, before the stars of heaven were set in place, the name of Michael was proclaimed before the Most High." This passage reveals something extraordinary. Michael is not just another angel. He is a direct manifestation of God's will, a being of divine wisdom who has witnessed the unfolding of the universe from the very beginning. But what makes Michael truly unique in the angelic hierarchy? According to the Book of Jubilees 2:2-3, Michael was chosen among all the angels because he alone understood both the language of heaven and earth. Imagine a moment in eternity, before humanity existed, before the physical world took form, and Michael stood beside the Creator, not just as a witness, but as an interpreter of divine mysteries. This dual knowledge, of light and darkness, of order and chaos, of justice and mercy, makes him more than just a warrior. It makes him a teacher, a guide, and a protector in ways that transcend simple battles between good and evil. The Ethiopian texts emphasize three major roles of Michael, ones that are often overlooked in mainstream Christian traditions. The guardian of knowledge, Michael holds the secrets of the universe, understanding the delicate balance between divine will and human free will. The advocate of souls, he does not just judge souls, he intercedes on their behalf, seeking redemption over condemnation. The protector of sacred covenants, Michael watches over not just nations, but the spiritual covenants between heaven and earth, ensuring that humanity does not lose its way. But why is understanding Michael's role so important in our modern world? In an age dominated by science, technology, and skepticism, the ancient wisdom of Michael offers a reminder that knowledge is more than just information, it is wisdom, understanding, and discernment. And as we journey deeper into the Ethiopian perspective of Michael, we will uncover truths that challenge everything we thought we knew about this divine guardian. Because Michael is more than just an angel of war. He is the keeper of truth, the defender of divine justice, and the light that stands against darkness, not through destruction, but through revelation. Long before the battle between good and evil was etched into human history, Archangel Michael stood at the heart of creation itself. The Ethiopian Bible presents him not merely as a warrior but as a being of profound wisdom, celestial authority, and divine purpose. In most traditions, Michael is primarily depicted as the angelic general leading God's armies against the forces of darkness. However, the Ethiopian scriptures add another layer to his identity. He is the bridge between heaven and earth, the protector of sacred knowledge, and the guide of souls seeking redemption. Why was Michael chosen for such an extraordinary role? The Book of Enoch reveals a stunning truth. "And I saw thousands upon thousands, 10,000 times 10,000 angels, and Michael, the most noble among them, was their leader." Enoch 40. Among the heavenly hosts, Michael was set apart, not for his strength alone, but for his nobility, wisdom, and justice. He was not just the mightiest warrior, he was also the angel who understood the delicate balance between divine judgment and divine mercy. The Ethiopian Bible describes three primary missions of Archangel Michael that are often overlooked in Western traditions. The guardian of nations and souls. Michael is not just the protector of Israel. In Ethiopian texts, he is described as the guardian of all nations, standing as a divine shield between humanity and spiritual corruption. The Book of Daniel 12:1 states, At that time, Michael, the great prince who stands watch over the sons of your people, shall arise. But the Ethiopian Bible expands on this idea, portraying Michael as the watchman of the righteous across all lands. In the book of Enoch 20:5, it is written, "He is the one who guards the souls of the righteous until the day of their liberation." This reveals something powerful. Michael does not just fight battles in the heavens, he fights for the souls of humankind, ensuring that those who seek truth do not fall into spiritual ruin. The keeper of divine justice. Michael is often portrayed with scales in his hands, a symbol of divine justice. But in the Ethiopian tradition, these scales do not merely weigh actions, they weigh the intentions behind them. In the book of Jubilees 4:15-17, it is written, "And Michael holds the scales of justice in his hand, measuring every action of man with absolute precision." This passage reveals a profound truth. Michael does not judge with wrath, but with fairness and understanding. According to Ethiopian teachings, justice without mercy is cruelty, and mercy without justice is blindness. Michael embodies the balance of both. He is both a protector and an intercessor. In the Ethiopian book of Enoch 40:9, it states, "Michael, the merciful and patient one, is the intercessor for those seeking the light. He does not merely execute judgment, he pleads for those who seek redemption." The keeper of the universe's secrets. In many depictions, Michael is seen holding a mysterious book, a symbol of hidden divine knowledge. The Ethiopian Bible tells us that Michael is not just a warrior, he is a heavenly scholar who understands the laws of the universe. In the book of Enoch 71, it states, "And Michael led me to the deepest secrets, things that other angels were not permitted to know." This reveals a remarkable idea. Michael has access to wisdom that even other angels do not. This is why, in ancient Ethiopian art, Michael is often depicted holding a book instead of a sword. His strength is not just in battle, it is in knowing the truth, in guarding the wisdom of heaven, and in guiding souls toward divine understanding. Michael and the Ark of the Covenant. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Ethiopian tradition is Michael's role in protecting the Ark of the Covenant. The Book of Con Australian, a sacred Ethiopian text, describes how Michael was assigned the duty of guarding the Ark, not just as a physical object, but as a symbol of the divine relationship between heaven and earth. In chapter 114, it is written, "And Michael stood guard over the Ark of the Covenant, not just as a sacred object, but as a symbol of the covenant between heaven and earth." This suggests that Michael's mission is not just about battle, it is about preserving the spiritual connection between God and humanity. But how does Michael carry out these divine tasks in practice? What happens when he faces the greatest challenges in his celestial mission? As we continue this journey through the Ethiopian Bible, we will uncover the hidden battles of Michael, battles not just fought with swords, but with wisdom, patience, and unwavering faith. Because Michael is not merely a warrior, he is a guide, a protector, and the keeper of truths that transcend time itself. From the dawn of time, Archangel Michael has stood as a defender of divine order, battling against the forces of chaos and corruption. While many view him simply as a warrior with a sword, the Ethiopian Bible reveals that his battles extend far beyond physical confrontations. They are wars of wisdom, of justice, of the very balance of the universe. Unlike human wars, which are fought over land and power, Michael's battles are fought over souls, truth, and the preservation of divine will. But who or what does Michael truly fight against? The Ethiopian texts present three major battles of Michael, battles that are not just historical events, but ongoing cosmic struggles that still shape the world today. Perhaps the most well-known battle of Michael is his confrontation with Lucifer, the rebellious angel who sought to overthrow divine order. The Ethiopian Book of Enoch offers a more detailed account of this battle than any other ancient text. In Enoch 29, it states, "And I saw Michael, the most noble angel, standing before Lucifer, who was once the bright star of the morning." This was not just a battle of strength, it was a battle of wills, intellect, and love. According to the Book of Kebra-Nagast, Michael's battle with Lucifer occurred on 3 levels. The battle of wills. Lucifer's pride was his greatest downfall, and Michael did not confront him with arrogance, but with holy humility. The battle of intellect. Lucifer, known as the father of lies, sought to manipulate truth, but Michael wielded the sword of divine wisdom, cutting through deception. The battle of love. While Lucifer sought to rule for his own glory, Michael served out of love for the Creator and creation itself. The Ethiopian Sennacherib records a profound moment in this battle. When Lucifer declared, "I will set my throne above the stars," Michael did not respond with anger, but simply proclaimed, "Michael, who is like God." This phrase was not just a statement, it was a declaration of truth that shattered Lucifer's pride. The message of this battle is clear. True power is not in dominance, but in humility and service to the divine will. Another great battle of Michael is found in the story of Noah's Ark and the Great Flood. While many focus on the flood as an act of divine judgment, Ethiopian texts reveal that Michael played a crucial role in ensuring that life would be preserved. The Book of Jubilees 5 contains a little-known detail. And Michael was tasked not only with executing judgment but also with preserving the seeds of life. This means that Michael was not just an enforcer, he was a guardian of divine mercy, ensuring that the righteous would not perish. In the Ethiopian Book of Enoch 60, it states, "And Michael stood guard over Noah's Ark, not only protecting it from the raging waves but also guiding it to safety with heavenly light." This paints a picture of Michael as a guiding presence in times of great turmoil, ensuring that divine justice is always paired with divine mercy. Even in moments of destruction, Michael's role is to preserve hope and ensure that the righteous are never abandoned. Unlike many traditions that see angels as distant, unapproachable beings, the Ethiopian Bible teaches that Michael has intervened directly in human history at critical moments. The Ethiopian Sennacherib recounts multiple appearances of Michael, each time bringing divine wisdom and protection. One of the most powerful moments is his role in protecting the Ark of the Covenant. The Book of Kebra-Nagast 114 states, "And when dark forces sought to seize the Ark of the Covenant, Michael protected it, not only with strength, but also by making the wicked understand the sacred meaning of this holy object." This reveals a profound truth: Michael's power is not just about fighting, but about illuminating the minds of those lost in darkness. He does not merely destroy evil, he converts, transforms, and awakens. This raises an important question. If Michael's battles are about more than war, what does that mean for us today? Michael's wars are not just ancient myths, they are ongoing realities that continue to unfold in the hearts and minds of humanity. The battle between light and darkness, between truth and deception, between justice and corruption, this battle still rages today. Michael's role in spiritual warfare teaches us several vital lessons. Truth must be defended in a world where lies are often accepted as truth. Michael's battle reminds us to seek divine wisdom and clarity. Power is not for self-glorification. True strength, as Michael demonstrates, is found in service, humility, and justice. Darkness is not defeated by destruction, but by light. Michael's greatest weapon is not his sword, but the divine truth he carries. In our own lives, we face spiritual battles every day: temptations, fears, doubts, and injustices. But Michael's story reminds us that victory does not come through brute force, but through wisdom, faith, and unwavering commitment to the truth. And just as Michael stands guard over the righteous, he stands ready to guide us as well, if we have the courage to follow the path of divine light. But there is one final mystery to uncover: the secret behind Michael's most powerful weapon, the sword that has become a symbol of heavenly justice itself. What is the true nature of this sword? And why does it carry both the power to judge and the power to redeem? The answer lies in the final part of our journey, where we uncover the hidden meaning behind Michael's divine symbols and what they reveal about the future of humanity. For centuries, Archangel Michael's sword has been a symbol of divine justice, a weapon not just of battle, but of discernment, truth, and mercy. In the Ethiopian tradition, this sword carries a far deeper meaning than most realize. Unlike earthly weapons, Michael's sword is said to be forged from the light of creation itself, a blade that does not merely strike, but reveals. What does this mean? It means that Michael does not wield his sword to destroy, but to expose darkness, to illuminate the truth, and to guide souls back to righteousness. The Ethiopian Book of Enoch 90 describes this sword in a way that is unparalleled in other traditions. And in his hand, the sword not only shone with heavenly fire, but also reflected the truth of the universe. This is a crucial insight. Michael's true power is not in destruction, but in revelation. His sword is a reminder that justice and mercy must go hand in hand, and that true power is not about conquering enemies, but about bringing clarity and redemption. But there is an even greater mystery hidden in Ethiopian teachings. Michael's sword is said to have two edges. Ancient Ethiopian texts depict Michael's sword as having one sharp edge and one blunt edge. The Book of Kebra Nagast explains this profound symbolism. The sharp edge represents strict justice, the enforcement of divine law, the cutting away of corruption and falsehood. The blunt edge represents mercy, the patience of God, the opportunity for redemption and guidance. This is a crucial lesson that Western interpretations of Michael often overlook. In many traditions, Michael is seen only as a warrior, a judge, an enforcer of divine wrath. But the Ethiopian Bible reminds us that Michael does not seek to punish, he seeks to restore. Even when he confronts evil, his goal is not revenge, but transformation. This is a powerful message for humanity today. Because in a world that often demands punishment over understanding, anger over wisdom, Michael reminds us that true justice is never separate from mercy. The greatest battles in life are not won by fighting harder, but by seeing deeper, understanding better, and choosing the path of truth with love. Another symbol closely associated with Michael is his scales of justice. In Ethiopian tradition, these scales do not just weigh actions, they weigh intentions. The Book of Jubilees 4 states, "And on one side of the scales are the deeds of man, on the other side are the opportunities they have been given." This means that Michael does not judge people by their mistakes alone, but by what they did with the knowledge and opportunities given to them. How often do we judge others without understanding their struggles, their background, their burdens? Michael's scales teach us that divine justice is not about punishing failure, but about measuring the full truth of a soul's journey. In the Ethiopian Sennacherib, it is written, "Michael does not condemn the lost. He reminds them of the light they have forgotten." This is an extraordinary revelation. Michael does not use justice to cast people out. He uses justice to call them back home. The third and final symbol that reveals Michael's mission is his armor. Unlike human armor, which is made of metal and crafted by hands, Michael's armor is described in the Ethiopian texts as woven from the prayers of the faithful. In the Ethiopian Sennacherib, it states, "Each link in Michael's armor is an act of mercy. Each shield is a sincere prayer." This reveals a deep truth. Michael's power does not come from weapons, but from faith, from the collective prayers of those who seek divine truth. This raises an important question for us today. How do we protect ourselves in a world filled with darkness? The answer is not through physical strength, but through spiritual clarity. Like Michael, we must clothe ourselves in truth, seeing beyond illusion, discerning right from wrong. Faith, trusting that no matter how dark things seem, divine justice prevails. Mercy, understanding that even those who stumble can be led back to light. The greatest warriors are not those who seek power, they are those who seek wisdom. And Michael, as the highest of warriors, teaches us that the greatest battles are fought not with swords, but with the choices we make every day. In the Ethiopian Bible, Michael's mission is not just an ancient story, it is an eternal calling that continues today. In every age, in every generation, Michael appears not to display power, but to remind humanity of divine balance. The Book of Enoch 71 gives us one final, profound message. Michael never executes justice without mercy, nor shows mercy without justice. This is the lesson we must carry forward. Because in the modern world, the lines between good and evil, truth and deception, justice and cruelty are increasingly blurred. Michael's story is not just about battles in the heavens, it is about the battle within ourselves. Will we choose justice without love, or love without justice? Will we seek wisdom, or be blinded by arrogance? Will we use our power to serve others, or only ourselves? These are the choices that define not just nations and civilizations, but our own souls. The Ethiopian tradition reminds us that Michael's greatest lesson is not how to fight, but how to see. Because the true battle is not fought with swords, it is fought in the heart, in the mind, in the choices we make every day. And Michael does not just fight for us. He guides us, teaches us, and reminds us that the light of heaven is always within reach, if we have the courage to seek it. Now that we know the truth, the question remains: what will we do with it? Will we continue living in fear, division, and judgment? Or will we, like Michael, become warriors of wisdom, protectors of truth, and champions of justice? The final message of Michael is not about destruction. It is about redemption. It is about the power of knowing that divine justice is real, that mercy is always possible, and that truth is stronger than any darkness. And in this age, where the world feels more divided than ever, perhaps the greatest warriors are not those who fight with swords, but those who fight with love, wisdom, and faith. Because Michael did not fight to destroy his enemies. He fought to bring heaven's light into the world. And now, that mission is ours to continue. The story of Michael is not over. It continues in every act of truth, in every stand for justice, in every moment of mercy. So let us walk forward, not in fear, but in faith. Not in arrogance, but in wisdom. Not in division, but in the unity of God's love. Because Michael's mission is eternal. And now, it is our mission too. The choice is before us. Will we follow the light?